Right, Sphinx fans, I hope you caught your breath after that one. Final score, Loughborough Dynamo 2, Coventry Sphinx 3, and we are now 11 points clear of the drop zone. Tomo, joint manager of Coventry Sphinx, we know you've got to be diplomatic, but 11 points clear now, is that enough? Can we dream?
Always diplomatic, Leo. No, I think if we continue to do how performances like we did today, the quality shown, the grit and determination, I would. But if we can turn another 7-0s out, I would back us to be fine. Obviously, that's all in the future, and we know that we can turn up some days and we can be a little bit inconsistent other days. So we just got to keep working hard. It was a really good win for us today. It helps us out big time, but.
Well, a strong start from the boys against a side who are currently 4th place. Still had slight hopes of automatic promotion before kick-off. How important was it to keep parity in the early stages?
Yeah, they're good. They're really well coached. So they're one of the teams in the league that provide you problems because they push their full-backs inside, which creates overloads in the middle. It's who do you pick, and they want to try and open up that passing lane or that channel into the front number 9. So they provide you with problems, and we had to sit sometimes into a 4-5-1, which then gives them an overload in the centre as a centre back. So if the two centre backs split, it makes it hard, and they had a lot of ball. And I actually thought we started quite well, and looked to threaten, and they sort of settled and they took over. And they, I mean, the goals are wieldy. They've scored 2 absolute pearlers today, Loughborough, and they played well. They're a good side. And, I thought we were excellent in hanging in those games at difficult times. Went behind obviously early, and then had the quick fire double, and then second half was full of action really.
Well, on to that wonder goal from George Ball. I mean, we always say don't give the player any sort of space to have a shot, but surely nothing can be done about that one.
No. So as he turns, I think he's a very good player. I think he's very dangerous, and he struck that ball. Perfect. It's actually gone into like the stanchion, but as straight as a dime, and nobody's saving that. So great goal. But the reaction was what we wanted, and it was excellent.
As you say, brilliant reaction, resilience to stay in the game, earning that penalty. Do you think we could have really instigated the comeback without that penalty kick?
No, I think it turned the game on its head a little bit. We are talking, we're only 30 minutes in, but a pattern had sort of been set where they were starting to control. They went 1-0 up, they're the home side, they're 4th in the league, and so I think the penalty changed the momentums, and that momentum was a big turn on its head. And obviously we've got a really quick 5 seconds, so that makes it just turn the game on its head really quickly.
Well, as we said, the penalty started the comeback, but Dynamo really looked flustered at the kick-off. Sphinx taking advantage well. I mean, do you say from kick-offs you've got to be on it from the first whistle?
Yeah, I think if we're talking about what are your strengths and what are your areas of development as a side, I think their strengths is they pass the ball really well, they've got good runners, they've got good movement, and they've got good shape. I think our strengths are certainly when we dig in, we make games, we drag teams into a battle. We're not scared of a tackle, we're not scared of a bit of football confrontation, and we did that. And I think when we start to do that, a team that's chasing the playoffs can then start getting a little bit twitchy, a little bit touchy, and then when you get 2-1 up, it's theirs to chase them. And they do it. They play really well. They played really well second half, Loughborough did, and I think they nullified for the most part our attacking intent. But the resolve, the desire, and everything that makes me proud to be the Coventry Sphinx manager and job was there in abundance. So over the moon.
What was said at half time heading into the break? Was it a case of look, we can get a point out of this, we know Loughborough are going to be coming at us, or was it all about let's get this win?
It was difficult. I think although it was a wieldy goal, we said to them that we didn't get ourselves below the ball when they were attacking as quick as what we could have. So we knew we could do that. We could stop some of the movement into the front. But we were 2-1 up. We were trying to keep it as cool as possible, calm as possible. We have been in situations where we've been 2-0 up at half time and drew 2-2. We drew 2-2 with them last week. 17 days ago. Yeah, so it wasn't necessarily let's try and hang on, because I don't think the quality of the opposition would allow us to do that. So it was to go out and play. Can we manage the first 5? Can we manage the next 10 after that? But it felt along 45, and when they went 2-2, which was a great free kick to be fair, but again I think we could have done a little bit better to stop them getting there, and to then go and win it 3-2. What an amazing finish.
Well, when the free kick was given for Norris's equaliser, it was a great position, but a brilliant strike. Nothing Keelan could do about it. As your position as a joint manager, along with Woody, what could you do to try and lift the spirits of the lads at that point to make sure that Hearts didn't drop and we still had the chance to come back and get the win?
I think, to be fair, we'd like to take a load of credit for that, but the lads do it themselves. There's been a core of that group that have been together a long time, and what they do is they work their backsides off for each other and for the shirt. And so we just say, try and keep clear heads. We started to think about those substitutions. Do you try and take a point? Do you try and go for all three? And before we had that opportunity, we got behind 3-1. And yeah, then they pushed, didn't they? They threw the centre half up, who, by the way, I think is an unbelievable centre half at this level, Mitch. And yeah, they throw him up and he wins a lot of first contacts, and then we're having to defend our 18-yard box with everything. And we did do it, and apart from a few really airy moments where the ball bouncing around in the 6-yard box, I thought we defended the actual final 15 minutes really well.
Well, what was the reaction on the bench when Shippo scored the second? Was there a realisation as if we're actually in the lead in the last 15 minutes against the 4th place team in the league?
Yeah, and it's sort of. I think naturally the game you think that they're going to keep pushing, but then we've got the breakaway goal, and yeah, look, for me, Liam, I'd take it with 1 second to go, so there's no time for anything to be done about it. But the defending, the attitude, the full 14 today, we were light on numbers, were to a man fantastic, and I hope they enjoy their drinks afterwards. And I just want to say at the end, I've got the utmost respect for Loughborough. I think they're a good side, good outfit, nice people, decent set of lads. So despite the little bit of amateur dramatics or the pantomime at the end with the fans and our boys, we've got nothing but respect for them. So I hope they do really well in the future season with those players.
But after a performance like that, with backs to the wall towards the end, goal line clearance from Joe Percy, heroic stuff. Surely the lads have got the right to celebrate like that.
Yeah, and I think the nature of the ground is you pass up through where the main bulk of people are, and so look, at the end of the day, that's our 6th win of the season. So as the saying goes, you've got to enjoy your wins, but you've got to keep it, make sure you're respectful. But yeah, enjoy your wins and enjoy your Saturdays.
And finally, it's not just a Saturday we've got to worry about next week. 2 games in 3 days. The back-to-back games at firstly at Sphinx Drive and then the trip to Lye. Going to be a tough one, obviously, to juggle player fitness. What are the challenges of a bank holiday double header, and what are you hoping for from those 2 games?
So for us, it's so I'm half giggling. The challenge is that people go out on the Sunday, don't they, on Easter Sunday, and making sure that they are sensible, and if they have a few drinks, they have a couple at most, and don't go out, because there was a game last season where we went to Ainsbury on a coach and were excellent on the Saturday, and then went to Rothwell on the Monday after a good drink on the coach on the way back, and it continued into the Sunday, and we were horrendous. Now we can't afford to be horrendous, we can't afford to anything other than our best. So my guess is that over the two games over 72 hours we'll use the vast majority of the squad, because it is a quick turnaround. And yeah, just try and get those points on the board and keep that gap as big as we can.
Well, Tom, a big weekend to come, but for now, let's enjoy a fantastic result here at Loughborough. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Cookie, amazing.